In today's video, we will discuss a critical topic that every web developer should be familiar with: website security. Websites can be vulnerable to online threats, such as hacking, malware, and phishing, which can compromise your data and risk your users' privacy. That's why it's crucial to take website security seriously and implement essential security measures to protect your website and users. In this video, we'll cover some of the essential website security measures every web developer should implement. So, whether you're a beginner or an experienced web developer, stick around to learn how to ensure your website is protected from threats. Let's get started. Create regular backups. As a web developer, you put a lot of time and effort into building your website. From designing the layout to coding the functionality, it's a labor of love. However, despite your best efforts, your website can still be vulnerable to security breaches or technical errors. That's where website backups come in. A website backup is a copy of your website's files, data, and settings at a specific time. It's like a safety net that allows you to restore your website to a previous state if something goes wrong. Here are a few reasons why website backups are crucial. Protection against hacking and malware attacks. Hackers and malware can damage your website's files and data, making it impossible to recover them without a backup. Regular backups can restore your website to a previous version before the attack occurred. Recovery from technical errors. Even the best web developers can make mistakes. A simple coding error or an accidental deletion can cause your website to fail. With backups, you can quickly restore your website to a working state. Peace of mind. Knowing you have a website backup gives you peace of mind. It lets you focus on your website's growth and development without worrying about losing your hard work. Now, when it comes to website backups, the key is to have a regular backup schedule. How often you should back up your website depends on the frequency of updates and changes you make. For example, daily backups would be ideal if you update your website daily. However, weekly or monthly backups may be sufficient if you update your website less frequently. The use of SSL certificates. What exactly is SSL? It refers for the Secure Sockets layer and is used to provide web security. For those who are already perplexed, most browsers show a green lock when you access a website via an SSL-protected link. Using SSL when sending confidential or personal information is always a good idea. If you are not, nefarious people may steal the information you send. You'll need a private IP address and a dedicated SSL certificate to get started. Once installed, any material transmitted over an HTTPS connection is secure. This is critical, particularly since Google and Chrome place a premium on secure websites. As a side note, Google favors HTTPS-enabled websites over HTTP-enabled websites. Making Google happy is always good, particularly when it can help your website's ranking in the search engine itself. As a bonus, Let's Encrypt allows you to acquire an SSL certificate for free. This is one of the most crucial security tools you can have. Create complicated passwords. In today's digital world, passwords are no longer enough to protect sensitive information from online threats. Hackers have become more sophisticated in their techniques, making guessing passwords or using stolen credentials to gain unauthorized access easier. That's where 2FA comes in. 2FA is an additional layer of security that requires users to provide two forms of authentication before gaining access to a website or application. Typically, this involves entering a password and a unique code or token generated by a separate device, such as a mobile phone or hardware token. Here are a few reasons why implementing 2FA is important for website security. Improved security. 2FA makes it much more difficult for hackers to gain unauthorized access to your website or sensitive information. Even if they have stolen a user's password, they won't be able to access the account without the unique code or token. Protection against phishing attacks. Phishing attacks are a common tactic hackers use to trick users into giving away their passwords. With 2FA, even if a user falls for a phishing scam and enters their password, the hacker cannot access the account without the additional authentication factor. increased user trust. By implementing 2FA, you show your users that you take website security seriously. This can help build trust with your users and make them more likely to continue using your website or application. Keep software up to date. And keeping the most current apps up to date is part of essential security features you cannot skimp on. In fact, you can set a lot of these to automatically update when new versions are available. Make sure you have automatic updates enabled and that you are also upgrading script features such as themes and plugins. These add-ons may also introduce security flaws into your website's security. Many third-party scripts, thankfully, have websites where you can learn more about how to keep them private. WordPress has even begun to update its essential files for a few versions. When your website relies on technology or scripts from other businesses or organizations, it is still best to be diligent and do your homework. Conclusion: fraud can take many forms, particularly if you don't have adequate security measures. Here are 5 important security-related topics to investigate further this month. Without a doubt, you should consider backups, use SSL certificates whenever possible, secure your domain name registration information, keep all installed software up to date, and use complex passwords. Website security is crucial for protecting your website and users' sensitive information from online threats. By implementing measures such as SSL certificates, regular backups, and 2FA, you can greatly improve the security of your website and provide peace of mind to your users. If you have any general questions or comments about website security or web development, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more web development tips and tricks.